Hello. Okay, so for the first problem, we are asked to upload or install the Sales DB database. This is the query line that I wrote to do that. I'm not going to enter it back in because I'm scared that I might alter through some of the problems that I already worked through for the midterm. But the output that I got was a ton of these rows, quite similar. And then just to double check and let you guys know that it did work, we could do show databases. And we could see that the sales DB database does come up. And we could do use sales DB. And then let's just do show tables just to make sure that it uploaded correctly. And as you could see, we do have all the correct tables for our database. Okay, and then question number 2 asks us, which salesperson has the highest order amount? So my first query line selects the sum of the total amount of, the total order totals. And then I decided to also select the salesperson number from orders, and then we group them by salesperson number and order them by the sum of the total amounts. So if we enter that in to our MySQL command line, we get that the sales number with the highest total sum amount is 1001. I then wrote my second query line that selects the salesperson name from the salesperson table where the sales number is 1001. And as you could see, we got the same thing. We got that the sales name of the salesperson with the highest amount total was Peel. For question 3, we were asked to list the names of all the customers from the salesperson who was based in London. So for this one, I selected the customer name from the customers table where the sales number in, and then I did a subselect statement and selected the sales number from sales people table where city, which is a column in the sales people table table, where the city was equal to London. And as you could see, I got the customer names Hoffman, Clemens, and Pereira. And just to go in and double check this, we could do select from sales people and see that we have two sales people that are based in London. That is Peel, who has the sales number 1001, and Motika, who has the sales number 1004. And then we'll go in and look at the customers table that have the sales number either 1001 or 1004. So that includes Huffman as well as Clemens, and then for 1004 it's Pereira. And this matches up with the table we got with our subselect statement. So that query line works. And then question 4 asks us to help the company automate sales rep information. Part 1 is to add a column to the salespeople table that will hold each salesperson email address. As you can see, I altered the table salespeople and added the column s_email_address and then made it a variable character of size 50 and added it and made it equal to null. This was my output, but just to go back and double check, we could see our salespeople table in our command line and see that this column was created. Part 2 asks us to write a procedure that will update the salespeople table with an email address for a particular salesperson. And then this should be the format of that email address. And I wrote this procedure in MySQL Workbench. And I called this procedure produce email and gave it an integer named ID. This updated the salespeople table and set the column s_email_address equal to our concatenate function, which is a salesperson name, and it concatenates it with the email domain, which is @gonzalez.net, Gonzalez being my last name, where salesperson number is equal to ID. The third part asks us to call this function and make sure that it worked. So, I did do that here. I called produce email and gave it the sales number 1001. And as you can see, this did update our salesperson. As a double check, let's go into our MySQL command line and do this again. Double check that it works. This time, let's give it the sales number 1003. Oh, I'm sorry. I put one too many L's there. Now let's just go in and select the salespeople table to make sure that it was updated. And as you could see, the sales number, the column s_email_address with the sales number 1003 was updated. So our procedure did work. Yeah, so that concludes question number 4. And then I also decided to do the extra credit. One of them was to add a new salesperson to the salespeople table with the following information. So I did that by inserting into salespeople the following values. This was my output. But just to double check, we could go back to the MySQL command line and you could see that this person's information was added into our salespeople table. So my query line worked for that one. And then the second extra credit question asks us to update the customers table so that both customers in San Jose are assigned to the salesperson with the number 1007. I did this by updating customers and setting the salesperson number equal to 100, where the city within the customers table was equal to San Jose. This was my output, and I will show you the customers tables back in the MySQL command line to make sure that it works. So we could see this customer, whose city is San Jose, does have the sales number equal to 1001. And this second customer has the same thing as well. Thank you. That concludes this video.